All right, today what we're going to do is we're going to go fishing, and after we're done fishing, we're going to go for a hike through the woods and show how to use the Gaia GPS to record a track, take some waypoints, and take some pictures and associate them with those waypoints. All that to you coming up next. If you love everything outdoors and you're looking to replace this with this, then you've come to the right channel. Click on the subscribe button below, click on the notification bell, and like always, stay till the end for the bloopers. All right, so we just got done fishing. I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you how to use the GPS. Specifically, what we're going to do today is we're going to actually record a track. We just parked our truck. We're going to walk up the mountain. While we're there, we're going to take some pictures. And I'm going to show how you can actually take pictures and save these pictures as waypoints so you can go back in time and look. And just like that, we're recording a track. Now, when I want to get back here, I can just navigate back to the beginning of this track. So let's just jump in the woods. All right, so you can see down here on the track that we actually have walked into this water hole here. And this water hole here is where I've actually set my tree stand up. If you see this waypoint that I have right here where it says elk down, I shot an elk out of a tree up here. She ran over here and died. And so this is a perfect time to where I can show you how to, let's say we needed to navigate to that. Let's say it's pitch black and we wanted to figure out how to get there. You have to change the way you think about holding an iPhone. Everyone wants to hold their iPhone like this and try to navigate. Well, the arrow's not going to do you any good. In a previous video, I discussed how the front of your phone is the actual point of your navigation arrow. So as you sit there and turn, your navigation arrow turns and you are now pointing in the same direction the arrow is. So in this case, I know my elk, she died right up in that direction there. So I can navigate there very easily just by walking up there and using the Gaia GPS app to get there. So since we left the road, there's a blue track that has been recorded showing exactly how we got to where we are now. I normally wouldn't use it to get here because I'm only about 150 yards off the road, but this is just an example. What we're going to do next is we're going to walk up into the woods. We're going to switch over to satellite view and show how you use the Gaia GPS if you're in an unknown area. I'm not. So this is a perfect time where I'll show you what I do when I'm scouting a new area and I find a really nice game trail. This is where I'll take a picture of the actual game trail itself. The problem with just marking waypoints, sometimes you forget what the waypoint was for. But when your library has hundreds of waypoints, sometimes you lose track of them. What's really cool about the Gaia GPS app, you can take a picture and that will refresh your memory when it's time to go back and evaluate that data. So you see here that I've got the GPS map open. You can see the blue track from the road, and now I'm going to click on the camera button. When I click on that camera button, what I always do for game trails, I like to get nice and low, and I see that game trail, and I'll go ahead and I'll snap a picture off. So we've marked a waypoint using a photo. Obviously, I don't want to save a bunch of pictures that say my photo with dates and times, so you click on the I button that's right next to the time. It opens up and it shows you the actual photo itself. On the very top where it says my photo, you'll see next to it there's a little pencil. Go ahead and tap that and select Edit Title. Now you can edit the title to whatever you want it to be. I'm going to call this Game Trail on Rattlesnake. And there it is. Now click on the arrow back to Map and it brings you back to your map. I zoom out and now you can see where that is in relation to the road and to any other waypoints you have. Alright, so now we're going to continue on our hike, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stop and we're going to take a look at the land from a satellite view and figure out where we want to go next. Let's go. Alright, so now we're out in the woods. In this scenario, we've never been here before. We have no idea where we're at. We're in some new territory. We really like what we're seeing, the layout of the land. So we want to actually say, wonder where the elk are, wonder where the deer are. So what I do here is this is when I'll toggle between the USGS topo map and actually satellite view. You do that by clicking the layers panel, selecting your satellite. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of USGS topo as a layer. I'm done. And so now I can see what the satellite looks like. Now what I know is I don't want to walk towards any roads. Using my GPS, you see if I move the arrow around, I've got a road in that direction. And so I know that I want to stay away from the road. So I know that by pointing the phone in this direction and the arrow's pointing away from the roads, and there's a huge draw that this all drains into. I think I want to go check that out. And so here, what I will do, especially if I'm not familiar with an area, I'll set temporary waypoints. To set a temporary waypoint, you click the second from the right icon, the plus sign, choose the option to add waypoint, and now I can drag it wherever I want to on the screen. I really want to go check out this draw. So I'm going to mark that waypoint. I'm going to click Save and Guide. I'm going to save it as Temp Gaia Overview. I'm going to save it, and now I'm guiding there. And now it shows me from my position to that temporary waypoint where I want to go, which way I got to go. Again, holding the phone flat, you're going to rotate the phone in the direction to where the tip of the orange navigation arrow lines up with your route, and I know I need to go that way. How I typically do it is I'll look and I'll say, okay, I know I want to go that way. I'll find a tree. I see those 3 trees there. I'm going to walk to those 3 trees. And here we go. All right, I walked to those 3 trees. Now this is an opportunity where I'll take my time to make sure I'm on track, right? You don't want to be walking through the woods constantly looking at your phone. So again, I always just stop. I feel like, okay, I haven't seen any animals. Pull my phone out real quick. I'll open up the Gaia GPS app. I'll find out where I'm at, and then I'll go ahead and I'll say, okay, I need to go that direction right over there to get to that waypoint. Let's go. All right, so now we're at that temporary waypoint that I laid. Typically do with these temporary waypoints is I make a decision. Is this somewhere that I care about? Is this somewhere where I want to go again? Honestly, look, it's beautiful up here. This is definitely a spot I'd like to come up here. This might be a good spot to sit. You can see that side over there, that side over there. If I ever have a rifle tag, this might be a spot I want to be here in the morning. I'm going to rename this temporary waypoint. So to do that, you zoom in, select your waypoint. Right now it's labeled as a Temp Gaia Overview. I'm going to edit that. I'm again going to click on the pencil in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to edit the title. Additionally, I want to take a picture. So 2 things. I'm going to edit the title. 1, glass, rattlesnake, early morning hunt. Because this would be a really cool place as they're coming back to bed. There's a lot of sign down in that mahogany forest down below. This would be a really cool place to get it while it's still dark and see if you can't see them coming down into this mahogany forest where they're bedding down. I want to take a photo of this also because I'm not going to remember what inspired me when I actually named this waypoint. I can do that now from editing the waypoint by clicking on the camera button. I click on the camera button. It asks me, do I want to take a picture or choose a save photo? I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture of Lawrence behind the camera. Bam. We're going to use this photo. And so now that photo corresponds with this waypoint. And next year, when I'm going through my waypoints, I can go select this waypoint, check out this image, and bam, it'll immediately refresh my memory. I'm like, oh, that's a cool place to glass. I'm going to go check that out tomorrow morning. So now we're going to navigate back to our truck. Again, we're going to go back to our map view. And now you can see this blue track has been laid down for us. If I wanted to, I could turn around and I could follow that track right back. But in a hunting situation, what I'll often do is like, okay, I know the truck is, again, moving my front of the phone into the direction that I want the navigation arrow to point. I know the truck is that way, okay? But I'm going to go hop over this hill over here to the left, and then I'm going to work my way in a big circle back to the truck. And so what I'll do is I'll, again, use the navigational arrow. I want to go that way. And we're about to take off, and we'll just head over this one little hill, and we'll drop down that saddle and work our way back to the truck. It's as simple as that. All right, that's it for now, and we'll see you at the truck, and we'll summarize this entire video unless we see something cool. All right, so we navigated back to the truck, and we actually took the easy way down. We just dove down to a road. And so now what I'm going to show you is how we end the track. We got back to the truck. Now we're going to end the track. To end the track, you click on the record button in the upper left-hand corner, and then you hit finish track. And this is what's really cool. After you hit the finish track, it brings open that track. The first thing it shows you is all the different pictures that you took. You can go ahead and scroll through them. And then it shows you a mini map, and it shows you the actual route you took, or the track you took, and the waypoint you have. All right, so now below the mini map, you'll see where it says we traveled 2.31 miles. We were gone for 1 hour and 22 minutes, and our total ascent was 292 feet. Yeah, we're kind of wussies. When you click on that arrow there, it takes you to the track information, and it does an entire breakdown. It shows you your speed profile, your altitude profile. It shows you how far you went, your ascent and your descent. So we went up 292 feet in elevation, and we came down 205 feet elevation. We traveled at an average speed of 1.7 miles an hour. Our pace was 35-minute miles. So in summary, what I showed you is how to use the Gaia GPS to navigate from your truck up to an unknown area, mark some waypoints and take some photos so you can remember it for later, and then actually navigate back to the truck. And like I said at the beginning, here are the bloopers from this little trip. It was hilarious and it was fun. And thank you to my cameraman Lawrence for being patient. It's only about 25 degrees out, but it was an awesome time to be out in the woods. I'll see you in the outdoors. I'll open up the Gaia GPS and GPS. Sweet child of mine. Hey, look, my trail cam's getting pictures of all this.